I need to pick it.
Reckon they'll pick you up?
Yeah.
We're back here with Melvin Slaydon, and this is Richard Bourne. We've moved inside the house, and we just going to talk a little bit more here. Melvin wants to tell us a little bit about his how he's farmed a lot, I guess you might say.
Yeah, we have. Well, we started in farming over yonder at Fox Nichols. It's been about, I don't know how many years it's been. It's been 25 years, I guess. About 25 years ago. And we moved over and I plowed them old mules over and turned them rocks over and hills. And it's back when everything was cheap. You didn't get nothing in for your backer. Just give it away about it. And but it was just a worm. And you just go up Fox and get the old mule out, and you had to come up clouds, and I'd take off running up the road, put them back in the stable, and all that stuff. And then we'd be out in the field sitting and have to go through the house, and you tied backer back in. You got so now you take it and sack it. But used to you'd tie it old timey way. And well, we'd take a load over town, maybe it wasn't bringing nothing, maybe a barn, $100 or $2. And we had a bad time then, and all of it. And I was trying to learn to play a little bit that old music and working around it. And
did you used to play music after, well, I mean, say when a bunch of people got together to work in the back, did you get together and make some music after you finished working?
We'd get around the old backer barn overnight and we'd play a little bit sometimes.
Would you sit up all night with the backer barn?
We set up all night. I'd sit and fire that old, punch that old wood and that old stuff in there.
Would you have your fiddle with you?
Yeah, sometimes take the fiddle up on, play a little. And then, and sit around, doze. Had a bad time. Had it raining some nights, and we made big old traps of corn and had to get out and haul that stuff up and pull. Didn't have no corn pickers then, just had to put it with your old hand. Had to haul that stuff up. The next day I couldn't even bend, stooping up and down and throwing it up in that old wagon bed. And all that old stuff. And used to raise a whole lot of hogs. We had a cow and everything like that.
Did you ever have a team of mules or a team of ox?
No, we didn't ever have no ox. We just always had old mules. We used to have to cut old wood. We used to have to cut it with old cross-cut saw, whang, 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 whang. And one time when we got chainsaws coming in, we hired somebody in to come and cut it with a chainsaw. And then I farmed over him. Well, I had me a patch of backer up on one time with Mug Nichols up on one time up above the Popsaw, and I had me a little patch. And come a hailstorm, tore it up, and I got some joints out of it. And all that. And I was back in to want my old car, and I didn't get there for a long time. Well, I couldn't even learn to drive much. I bought one and all that stuff. And it went on in, and well, we lived over off, and we moved in. I'm going to tell this now. We quit that farming and we moved on to Old Dogs and started in farming the new place in again. Moved over to the old Dr. Wolf's place. Well, we started in farming the old wall and hitting the rocks and the dirt, plowing, and all that stuff. And I wasn't playing music over then some again, a little bit. And we had backer all around over whole wall. Well, the backer sold pretty good. Got a little bit higher after that old wall. Just kept on. And well, I went into the old cart. I got a wall and I got a farming up bar, and I decided I'd get me old 41 Ford car. Well, I went out and bought it. Bought it one day, and Well, I didn't have no driving license, and this boy, Ward Mahomes, he had a car. And I'd drive to him, then when I got mine, I'd let him drive it up to his back patch, and I'd take mine and drive on over mine. And I got it driving. Then I kept on, got me a learning mitt, and I learned to drive. And then one day I started going to get my driving license. Everybody said, "Oh, Melvin, you won't get no driving license. You can't get none." And I said, "Well, I'm going to try it." Well, I took off down at Pilot Mountain one day. I decided I'd go down and get them. Well, I went out and I took that man and answered all them questions and everything. He said, "Well, we're ready to take the road test." Well, we went out and cranked the old car, and he said, "Now, watch when you pull out." And I said, "Okay." And I pulled on out the road, and he showed me which way to go. I went on around, come back, and he got out of the car. Went on back in the place. I still yet didn't know I was going to get no license. He told me, he said, "Just go ahead and park the car." Well, I pulled on up Pilot, and I started to park. That's when it pulled out up where it said no parking place. Boy, and I see that, I backed that thing up, and I moved it from off and parked it somewhere else. Well, I come on back in, went on back into the building where he was getting licensed. I went on in, he sat down and said, "Well, the police would give me I believe it was about $2 then. And I'd borrowed the money to go down there to get them on, and well, he said, "You passed," and he wrote them out to me and gave them to me. I come on back, and it all said, "I don't see out of where you got them." I said, "Well, I don't need out of them." "Well, you're going to get killed. You'll be out with that car, and all that stuff." I said, "Well, might do it." I went on. I reckon I made just about as good a driver as anybody. I ain't had no wrecks much. I've had other fellas run into me and bump, but I ain't hit nobody. And Richard, what do you got to say now? You tell your what you done when you started back home.
When I started
Working, out and going.
Oh, not say, well, I guess, well, I used to work up here during the summer up at Warren Gap when I was in high school. Up there working in Christmas trees.
Yeah.
And up there at the Greystone Inn.
Yeah.
Then I got out of high school and took off out west for a while. Stayed out there on and off. Worked in Idaho, traveled around all the western states, Arizona.
Yeah.
And then, well, worked all around here, around Elkin on Interstate 77. And on now the furniture plant in Elkin. Then I got started in college and spent about 3 years up in Asheville. And I've been up in Boone the past 2 years. Finished up college in Boone. And so I've been working construction in Boone here the last little while.